The creators of a now-removed Facebook video say it was supposed to use humor to draw attention to a serious issue. But the video, called Top 5 Places to Overdose in Kokomo, was shared hundreds of times by people who were more outraged than amused. I spoke to the creators and Kokomo residents who are facing addiction, who say this satire went too far.
Sickening. They went totally the wrong way about that.
Greg Francis is a father and business owner in Kokomo who is very familiar with the addiction battle. He is 44 years old and has overdosed 3 times.
Seeing the video that I seen yesterday, it's heartbreaking to see that people think that they're trying to, maybe the way he put it was, help people. There was no help in that video whatsoever. It was basically slamming people who struggle with life, struggle with everyday addiction.
It was this video that WRTV is choosing not to share that has Greg and other recovering addicts concerned about the message the creators are putting out there. So I asked the guys who made the video what was behind this.
It was supposed to be thought-provoking. It's supposed to be satirical in nature. It's hard to really argue with the fact that they're saying, yeah, this is messed up, because that's the point. The point is it is messed up. We wanted people to talk.
The Facebook page, called the Kokomo Press, is run by Kokomo residents Jordan Grainger and Brian West. They post satirical content about issues facing their community.
Sometimes we think our tone and the way that we do things is obvious, and sometimes it doesn't reach like we want to. People don't get where we're coming from. They're building all this stuff. There's a lot of great things coming to Kokomo, but we feel like swept under the rug is the truth, which is the poor people and the people that are destitute and the people that are actually dealing every day with, the aftermath of the opioid crisis.
They say they wanted the video to point out that more needs to be done to solve the drug epidemic in Kokomo.
We have our own experience with addiction. The whole point was to raise awareness. We probably could have done a better job at the end of really conveying our actual feelings.
But those who work directly with addicts hoping for a path to recovery say this kind of video sends the wrong message to those already struggling.
When someone does this and makes a mockery of it, they're also the same ones who's saying, we got a drug problem. Kokomo has a drug problem. This problem is out of control. This problem, these guys need to do this and do this. In reality, what they're saying that on one side, and they're laughing at it on the other side. That people's lives matter, and that these overdoses and these problems are real people.
Kevin Sprinkle is also a recovering addict and is currently running an online recovery group in Kokomo called Sobriety Lounge. He says addiction is no laughing matter, and there are more productive ways to make a change in an addict's life.
People to realize that we need to put our arms around people who have these issues and say, how can we help? And the best way we can help is acceptance and love, and to help them to realize they matter, they have value.
And according to Jacob and Brian, Facebook took down the video because so many users reported it. The Kokomo Press has posted many times in the last day, including a flyer for an event benefiting Turning Point. You can find links to resources and support for addicts on our website at WRTV.com.
Anytime you've got to get rid of people, especially in this community, you're friends with everybody, it's very, very hard to do.
A tough but fair decision. That's what a Central Indiana sheriff is saying after a deputy lost his job over a COVID test. The deputy disagrees. Hear both sides of the story a little later and next.
Benny. Hey. Bye. You want to go, don't you?
Have you ever wanted to know exactly what your dog is thinking? How a new device is giving pets a voice.
One of her longest sentences to date was, home concerned, soon poop yes.
What if your dog could use words instead of barks to communicate with you? Pet owners around the country are trying out a device that claims to teach animals how to talk. Scripps reporter Amanda Brandeis learned how it works from a dog with a lot to say.